is 6:50 in the morning. I have been up since 6:15 making school lunches, and I've got to take my whiny Prince Maverick out to the bathroom here in a second. He's really anxious to go potty. Anyway, I promised that I would make a quick little video on how I do my egg white shake. So I'm going to show you all that. So let me get this turned around. So this is a quick snapshot at what I put in my blender bottle. I use liquid egg whites, and you know, I shop at like different grocery stores sometimes, so this was the Meijer brand, which is usually cheaper, but they have that kind of stuff. And I measure 8 ounces of egg whites, and then I add a little bit of unsweetened almond milk, just for kind of a milky, creamy flavor without the lactose. And I do a couple ounces of that. And to get the chocolate flavor, I've been using the Walden Farms chocolate syrup. I always shake it up really good. Walden Farms has a lot of really good dressings and syrups that give you that sweet or dressing taste without the calories and the sugar and the carbs. Yes, it has artificial sweeteners, and I will stop doing artificial sweeteners a few weeks out from my show, but for now, let's go with the chocolate. So I add a pretty good amount of that so that I can get a good chocolate taste going, and then I top it off with water. And that's done. And I will shake it up, and it'll be good to go. So this is what I've had for breakfast for almost 8 months in a row. That's 2 eggs in there, and I just flip them over. I don't like anything runny, so I usually cook everything through. And 2 slices of uncured turkey bacon for the fat and protein balance, since my fat is so high right now, since I'm in keto. So I'm getting ready for school, and I'll put this in my little container here in a second, and then I'm going to top it off with a little Walden Farms Honey Dijon dressing. It tastes a lot like honey mustard, without the calories and sugar and carbs. So that is good. Hey everybody, just checking in. Today is Thursday, May 31st, the last day of May. Currently driving, multitasking this video as I'm driving, and it is raining. Sorry, I had to turn on my windshield wipers. So that's crazy. Was hoping to take my boys to the pool right after school today, which it's time to pick them up. So that's gross. Looks like it's going to be a rainy day in the apartment. Not looking forward to it. Wanted to talk about diet change and some unknown factors coming my way, starting in the next maybe 24 to 72 hours. I'm not really sure. Waiting on my past trainer to connect with me. He kind of wants to like visually see me and kind of assess my body fat, just kind of look at my body right now and kind of see where I'm at, what I'm looking like, and how aggressive we maybe need to change my diet. So I have been doing keto diet for like 8 months. I have a cheat meal like on the weekends. Usually I save it for like Saturday night or Sunday sometime. And by cheat meal, I mean I literally eat whatever I want for one meal. It can be hamburger, french fries, buffalo chicken strips, whatever I'm craving. Which I kind of have this like diet tongue right now, so my cravings are weird, like as if I were pregnant all over again weird. You know, I don't even like crave like expensive sweet things or whatever. I'm like, give me a bag of chocolate Hostess donuts and I'm happy. So it's kind of weird. Anyway, all that to say, my macros have been 60% fat, 30% protein, 10% carbohydrates for a very long time during this kind of like muscle growth, or some people call it bulking season. But my fat content is so high, and it's the specific healthy fat along with the protein and like super duper low carb, so that I'm actually cutting internal body fat. And it's designed that way very, very scientifically. So I've been doing that for a long time, and it's definitely worked. It's been working. But as of tomorrow, I'm 15 weeks out from my show, and I've got to probably lose 10 to 12 body fat percentage numbers before the show. That's like really drastic, because normally I might be dropping like 1% per month. When I started in October, I was like 34% body fat. Now I'm like hovering at 25% body fat, which is 9%, and I've been doing this for 8 months. So basically about 1% a month. So to think about trying to do almost 1%, or maybe like 0.75% per week, something's got to change. And if you want change, you have to change something. And usually it means diet. So in order to keep my muscle mass building and to keep me fed during this last 15 weeks, and to not just like get down to skin and bones, which is definitely not the point of this whole thing, I need some help. So I reached out to my trainer last night, just kind of put into perspective where I'm at, what's going on. So we're going to get together hopefully this weekend and figure all that out. So I will update you all when that happens and let you know what that is all about. On the way to pick up my kiddos from school, and I wanted to share with you, sometimes I get Starbucks because I need a pick-me-up in the afternoon, or because I'm just craving coffee. I'm a little tired today. I've had 4 workouts in a row, 4 days of cardio, 3 days of school. So I'm just kind of like, this is Thursday, almost the weekend, but I'm starting to feel tired. So wanted to share with you guys what I get at Starbucks that is still good and that is approved. So I get an iced Americano, which is just straight up espresso and water. I have them add almond milk, which is technically sweetened, but it's not that much, so I let it slide. And then I get sugar-free syrup put in. So Starbucks, every one of them is different, but this Starbucks has sugar-free vanilla and sugar-free cinnamon dolce. So I usually get a couple pumps of each of those, just to kind of give it some flavor. And man, oh man, I still get my Starbucks. I am super duper happy. I get some caffeine from the coffee. I am like mentally and psychologically satisfied because of the coffee, because I believe that when I drink it, it does magic to my body. And then it has the almond milk to give it a little bit of a creamy, texture and flavor or whatever. So anyway,
wanted to share that with you guys. You don't have to necessarily skip out on your coffee stuff, on your Starbucks trips, but you have to be careful that you're not doing all the sugary lattes and, you know, foamed milky things and all that stuff. So there's a way around it. And this venti amazing thing only cost me $3 because of the way that you order your Starbucks. You can get it like super duper cheap if you don't actually order what's on the menu, but you create your own drink. So you guys should Pinterest that because it's definitely saved me a lot of money. Yeah, so anyway, I will check in again this weekend, like I said, when I know what I'm going to change on my diet. I feel like I'm getting ready to change up my grocery shopping list like drastically. I can kind of feel it coming, but yeah, looking in the mirror, I'm leaning out for sure in my upper body. It seems like that's how I'm leaning out, is top to bottom, and my glutes, my rear end, my thighs, that is where I have the most fat left and stored. It's kind of crazy. I mean, you know, you weigh 250 pounds in your life and you have 2 boys, 2 babies, go through all those pregnancies, gain weight up and down, you're gonna have a ton of excess around your, you know, hips and thighs and butt and everything else. So just gonna have to work extra hard, and you know, we'll figure it out. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on. So yeah, check in with you guys this weekend. Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to kind of talk just for a couple minutes about how we feel in and out every day, you know. Right now, I don't want to walk into the gym. I'm tired. Kind of like I was talking about earlier today. I'm just tired. I've had 4 workouts in a row, like hard pump sesh workouts, lots of cardio, and I'm just tired, you know. And one of the differences in where I'm at now and where I've been before in my level of fitness is that, you know, you gotta put the time in the gym when you're tired. This is not easy. This is not a, you know, walk in the park. You can't always go off of your feelings. So if I'm feeling tired, or I'm kind of like not in the mood to come in and get a workout in, I've really got to push through that mentally, because if I allow myself to think that way too much and to listen to myself too much, then I will not get the results that I need. And just come into this kind of like realization today and yesterday about being 15 and a half or 14 and a half weeks out from my show, first time show ever. I'm really nervous about that, and I'm really scared about the results and what I'm gonna look like in 14 weeks. You know, so tonight is one of those nights where you just go in and grind, no matter what. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I am gonna take the night off of lifting heavy, because I've done that 4 nights in a row, 4 days in a row. This is Thursday, and I really my body needs to rest today. Which is good, which is fine, but I am going to go in and smash some cardio right now, which is kind of why I'm just wearing an old t-shirt and a hat. Don't really care what I look like. I'm going to hit the stairs for 30 minutes. I'm going to do some abs, and then I'm going to get on the treadmill for another half an hour and walk uphill pretty vigorously, just to kind of do that. So hoping to get a good maybe 500 calories burned with some cardio. which will add to my totals for the week, and I will talk about that in a future video about how many calories to be burning per week. So anyway, just encouragement, you know, even when you're not feeling it and when you're bummed out about whatever, maybe your head's not in it, no matter what, just get your butt in the car, step 1, and drive to the gym, turn off the car, step 3, and walk in, you know, and just do something. Anything's better than nothing, and this is good training for the mind, to show that you're in control and that you have the willpower to come in, and you have the motivation to, you know, not just kind of get sucked into your emotion, especially when it's negative. So yeah, hopefully this will pay off in the end. Hey everybody. Well, like I said, before I went in there and did cardio, feeling like crap, like I said, there's always a reward in perseverance and pushing through, even on the hard days and the times where you just don't feel it, you know. I absolutely feel incredible right now. I'm so proud of myself for going in to the gym and hitting that cardio. When I got in there, I had in my mind that I was going to do stairs first and get up a good sweat, and then go do abs and come back and walk uphill on the treadmill, and double my cardio time. But as soon as I walked in, which happens way more than I wish it would, both of the stair climbers in the gym were taken. So I immediately said, it's all right, I'll switch it up and I'll walk first. So I did. I set my incline to 8, and then I walked at a 3.4 pace, uphill on an incline of 8.0 for 30 minutes. And I got a really good heart rate up. I think it was around 125, 126 the whole time, or like the bulk of the time. So that was a good heart rate to stay at for 30 minutes. And then I jumped off of that. I definitely felt it in my quads. My quads are still sore from a Monday leg day, and it's Thursday. So I guess that shows that my quad workout was good. Anyway, so I felt that. I got off and went over and did my normal ab sesh, which I will do a workout video at some point in my journey and show what my ab routine is like. I only do it a couple times a week, and I don't do abs for very long. Something that my trainer taught me was that a lot of time can be wasted spending too much time doing abs, and most of the time, 80% or more of the time, abs are formed in the kitchen. So when my diet is on point, I can sharpen them up a little bit, a couple times a week, for maybe 10 minutes, but that's about it. So that's cool. And then after I did my abs, I got on the stair climber. No one was on them at all. And got in my 500 calories burned, which was kind of my goal before I went into the gym. I was hoping to go in and burn a good 500 calories. So yeah. So what can I learn from this? What can you learn from this? On the days where you feel like poo and you don't want to go in, you don't want to put any type of work in, you know, whatever, just find a way to push through that mental block. And you know, yeah, life happens, and not every single time maybe you're gonna literally be able to push through, but if you have the opportunity to go, don't waste it. And more than anything, just be proud of the fact that you can, and be appreciative of the privilege you have to push through that, and to make, you know, something like that work. It's really worth it. The feeling after is worth it, and it's really good training for your mind, and helps you to be in control of your mind, gives you really good willpower, you know, all the way around. So get in there, get it done. Peace out.
Good. Happy Friday, June 1st, everybody. I wanted to check in with you guys on my prep eve, which is what I'm calling the day today, because tomorrow starts my prep for 15 weeks out for my show. So I am really nervous, very motivated, really excited, but I'm definitely nervous. There's a lot of pressure to make sure everything's right, make sure I'm checking in and doing my macros and making sure that I'm just hitting numbers. So I weighed in this morning so that I can set my week off right and start this prep off right, and I weighed in at 171.8, which has kind of fluctuated a little bit up and down this week, but my average has been 171.8 for the week. So as I start in my prep, that's the number I'm going to go off of. So next weekend I will weigh again and get my average for the week and see where I'm at. So since I'm going to be changing things up pretty drastically, and I'm finally going to change my macros up, I'm going to be eating carbs, which I haven't been eating pretty much any carbs for 8 months. So there's a lot of potential for some weight gain, for some water weight gain because of those carbs. I'm going to be decreasing my fat a lot. So yeah, all of that's going to change. I will check in and load a video for the entire week 1 of my prep, which I'll post next week. But I'll check in daily or every other day to let you guys know how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, what I'm working out, what I'm eating, how I feel, etc. So tomorrow, when I record my first part of the video for next week, I will let you guys know what I've changed my macros to. I'm kind of waiting to hear back from my trainer, but at the same time, if I don't hear back from him in a reasonable amount of time, then I'm going to go ahead and adjust my diet based on my own research and based on a lot of other people that have been going through this, and yeah, we'll see how that works. So I will let you guys know how that goes.